millions of Prince fans. That could be like a thing where you go back to the motherland. You go to Paisley Park. I mean, $500 to $1,000 for a spot is kind of pricey, but, I mean, a lot of people got it. It's no big deal at all. Rest in peace to Prince, man. 1 year ago. Does not seem like that long ago. Wow. Crazy. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@theDougStewartShow.com from Rel Scott. He says, Mocha, the media is trying to hide it. She was a heroin addict in a trick. Yeah, I've heard those rumors about Erin Morin. Can you let this chick get cold before you call her a trick? Body ain't even cold yet, calling this young lady a trick. But Rel Scott says, C. Small, you're welcome, sir. I appreciate your support, sir. From RC, name a performer who was more talented than Prince. I'll wait. Laugh out loud. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Sing, dance, rap, tell jokes. Prince could do it all. From Thorny Switch, one of my Twitter friends went this weekend to Prince's weekend. She was a bit emotional. Wow. From Loose Neck Side, Erin Morin was out there bad. Yeah, I've heard those rumors. I just want to remember Chachi, Richie, and or Joni and Chachi, man. From Clay, ain't passing Davis. They going to have Paisley Park like the Graceland of Minneapolis. That's true. Very good comparison. Graceland was that where Elvis Presley is Graceland Elvis. From RC, name a performer who's more talented than Prince. I'll wait. Laugh out loud. From Loose Neck Side, Erin Morin was out there bad. From Angry Black Man, Doug, she died Saturday. Their body is good and cold. Yeah, you're right. From Chucktown Frank, hell no, she was a trick alive in a trick while she cools down. Y'all heartless. Y'all are just heartless, man, on a Monday. Golly. From Albie Shore, respect the dead. Please. There's a moratorium on, for the most part, of dissing somebody who, you know, outside of being Aaron Hernandez or the Facebook killer, somebody that died in those type of circumstances. I mean, get a lady a day or two, man, before you start sending out cruel and nasty memes or whatever. What the hell happened just now, studio audience? There you go. Let her rest in peace. I mean, it should be like a 2-week little window where you don't, you know, go off on somebody or as a comedian start telling jokes or whatever. Come on, man. Can we just remember her as Joni Cunningham, man? One of the greatest TV shows in the history of TV shows of the early 70s, late 60s. Right, like Mocha says. Like Mocha says, I'm going to remember her as Joni Cunningham. I'm not going to look at her as a heroin addict or a trick. Right. We're going to remember her as Joni Cunningham. Little Joni Cunningham. Who Chachi probably took her virginity from. That's how I want to remember. The virgin Joni Cunningham before Chachi came along. Punk-ass Chachi. Seen him lately. From Grego, Hernandez was murdered. A lot of speculation about that. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. A lot of speculation about, you know, did Aaron Hernandez kill himself or was he murdered or whatnot? By all indications, he offed himself. Now, it doesn't seem to make sense. We talked briefly about this the day that he died. And as I said then, I'm really not going to cry too many tears for Aaron Hernandez because, I mean, he clearly was a loser. That being said, doesn't seem to add up. I can understand conspiracy ninjas out there saying it doesn't add up. He had just won his trial, beating those couple of murders or whatever. His attorney was talking about appealing the trial that he ultimately went to jail for life for, the Olin Lloyd murder. And so dude was upbeat, and a couple of days later he kills himself. It doesn't make sense, but I don't really want to put too much thought behind it because it don't matter. He gone now. From Thorny Switch. Hey, Thorny. Good morning, Thorny Switch. Thorny's my friend. We've had our issues in the past, but Thorny's my friend. Thorny says technically she is cold. The human body releases heat rapidly upon death. I appreciate that, Thorny. Thank you. From Sidney Jackson, hard to trust reports from the police. These are the same MFers that will have video of one of their own shooting someone and still lie about it. 100% right. Exactly. But just like I said, I don't really want to put too much thought in it, whether he was murdered or whether he committed suicide or what. One little side note about that whole thing, and I'm sure many of you have heard about it, is there's this conspiracy out there that he killed himself so that the New England Patriots would have to honor his contract, because he won this last trial and he's in the process of appealing the first conviction, technically they're going to have to expunge his record, because he died within that time frame. I don't understand the exact way to spell it out, but yeah, there's a big backstory about this, and there's a conspiracy theory out there saying that the reason Aaron Hernandez did this is that his family can get the money that was owed to him by insurance policies, maybe, or he wouldn't get money if he killed himself from insurance. But I guess just to contract the money that was owed to him, what did he sign, like a $60 million deal with the Patriots, a $40 million deal guaranteed, $40 million guaranteed, that money is going to go to his family. And so he did this for that reason. I don't know. Interesting. From Grego, and I'm looking at Grego's profile pic. He's got a picture of Rajon Rondo in that burgundy short sleeve suit. We'll come back to that in a second. Thank you for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Damn, guess who stepped in the room?
Cabal, the number one chief rocker, Vern from Jersey. What's up, Vern? How you doing today, brother?
Man, I'm a little better now, man. I had to go to this meeting, man, with the administrator and business office here at this rehabilitation place where my mother at, man. What the whole thing was that they was trying to push her out. Her insurance company didn't want to pay no more, and they stopped paying as of Sunday. So that means I would have to pay that one day.
Right.
So I ended up having to work some strings, get with some people, man. So she's going to be good for a minute, man. And we working on some other arrangements, too. So once all that goes through, man, she'll be good. She can stay here as long as she can get better, And that was the main thing. They was going to send her home to have handicap, man. And I'm like, who's going to take care of him?
Right.
I got to work to be able to take care of it.
Right. So for people that don't know, Vern from Jersey hosts a show on WSME, and his mother has been sick, and they were, talking about trying to move her out of the hospital, man. So Vern, I'm glad you got it all taken care of, brother.
Oh yeah, man. I had to call in, to my fans and apologize for not being able to do my commitment today. But Mom's needed me today, man. I had to, do what I had to do.
Yeah. I mean, Vern, handle your business, bro. No show for the Chief Rocker today, but handle your business. We praying for you and your mother, Vern.
All right, I appreciate that, man. Thanks to everybody, man, and keep doing good work, bro.
Okay, that's what's up. The number one Chief Rocker, Vern from Jersey, on the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media Entertainment Network. Yeah. Continue to pray for Vern. Yeah, continue to play for Vern from Thorny Switch in the chat room. Hey, Thorny. She says, Joni was a fictional character. We are talking about the person who played the character. just want to remember Joni Cunningham. Please. At least for a couple of days, Thorny. And Thorny, you're better than this. You're a very classy person, Thorny. Okay? Just give it a couple more days. From Grego, at least his gases went to the toilet. Oh, he's talking about. From Sidney Jackson, Hernandez got ganked. We all seen The Wire. Yeah. So on this episode of The Wire, what he's referring to is, if you haven't seen The Wire, the greatest TV series in the history of TV, there was a scene in there. Well, I can't remember which dude it was. Oh, I think it was. That's who it was. I can't remember his name right now, but it was Avon's nephew. It was Avon's nephew. I can't remember the character's name right now, but basically one of the inmates was given a key by a dirty guard, and they went in there, and he went in there, and he strangled Avon's cousin, and he propped him up with a cord around his neck some way to make it look like he hung himself from the door of the jail cell. It's crazy. You just got to see it. You can probably go to YouTube and search whatever his name's, death in jail. It was D. Thank you. It was D. Barksdale. And so basically, they show how that type of thing where it could look like one thing, but it's actually another, how it actually went down. And so people are suggesting that foul play was attached to the death of Aaron Hernandez and that he wouldn't kill himself in that fashion and that they set it up to look like he hung himself. Or, people inside the police station are lying. From T-Dub, Dre Wells, your boy is alcohol dead. From the People's Champ, Gary, Bill Cosby got dogged out because he rapes women. Yeah. From Clay, I ain't passing Davis. Doug still believes in the Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, and Santa Claus. Yeah. That's not the case. I do not believe in the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny. Okay? And listen, let's just leave Santa Claus out of this. Just leave Santa Claus out of this. I do not believe in the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy. Stop it. Why would you put the great Santa Claus in the same conversation with those two fictional characters? Please. From J. Clyde Censored, ninjas always have a conspiracy theory every time something happens, shaking my head. Once again, if you're on social media for 5 minutes, you'll see every conspiracy theory ever. A lot of them I do buy into, But this one here, once again, because it's Aaron Hernandez, and I pretty much think he was a piece of shit, I'm not going to be too concerned about it. I'm not really paying attention. And if something like that did happen, the foul play did happen with Aaron Hernandez, we're never going to know the truth. So what's the point of even debating it? He's gone now. When we get back from the break, a little NFL talk, man. Warren Sapp is the second prominent NFL former player to come out hard against Myles Garrett. In a nutshell, he says Myles Garrett ain't shit. We'll talk about it up next. Still got to talk about the quarterbacks coming out in the NFL draft this Thursday night. Don't go away. This is the Doug Stewart Show.
Look.